Hi Luke, how are we doing?
Yeah, very good, and welcome to
FRESCO's
and April's edition of
Love Clarendon Park.
Don't go breaking the bridge down, hey, come back home. Just stop living a lie, it's time to come on back home. Don't go breaking the bridge down, hey, come back home. Just stop living a lie, it's time to come on back home. Don't go breaking the bridge down, hey, come back home. Just stop living a lie, it's time to come on back home. Sing along.
So that's where we are. So we're here today on Queen's Road filming in FRESCO's, which is the new, I'm going to say the new Italian, and this is been now, hopefully is going to be ready for this week, this coming week, so should be opening around about the 10th of April.
Well, I've been driving past and I've seen the lights on and they keep doing bits at all hours.
Do you know
they seem
why?
to have some good workmen doing all the work.
They have put an incredible amount of work into this. And we've got Rabia here with us today, and we're going to be talking to Rabia in a second. But I can tell you, I knew these guys before because they actually, I knew them from buying a property off us.
Okay.
But they, you say about the amount of hours they've put in. I've been popping backwards and forwards to see how the progress has been. They've been here all hours, all days, nights, Sundays. We're putting the sign up on the Sunday. So really have put a lot of effort in. So well done, congratulations on that. So let's talk about FRESCO. Let's talk about what you're looking to set up here. What sort of food you're going to be offering. So just starting off, let's hear about you, Rabia.
Yeah, well, we are Indian, originally Indian, but we lived in Italy for many years. I think you can tell from my accent. But we were based in Rome.
Yeah.
And we always been into hospitality, so hotel, restaurant. That's our main background, basically. And we moved here a few years back, and we bought a nice property from the agency, and then we moved here, and we wanted to settle down and do what we are used to.
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted to do. Have our new business in the UK.
Fantastic.
And what made you choose Clarendon Park as an area?
Right, so from our understanding, the area is very open-minded. So I think open to new ideas, new food, new taste, and we wanted to give something new. We are based on Italian food, but still we wanted to make a little twist on the Italian food. And I think people here are really open-minded and cosmopolitan as well. So
No, it has. Again, it's one of the nice things about the area. There is a good mixture of all different cultures, isn't there? So,
yes, very international.
I'm intrigued to know what kind of food can we look forward to getting?
Yeah, well, sure. We have a breakfast menu and a lunch menu.
Okay.
So for the breakfast menu, we go for a healthy option.
Yeah.
So we have smoothie bowls, bruschetta if you're Italian, or bruschetta if you're English. But the right way of pronouncing it is bruschetta, with different type of toppings. And then the lunch menu is mainly fresh pasta. Okay. So we make our pasta from scratch.
Right.
And we do egg pasta and also vegan and vegetarian option as well. So there won't be any egg in it.
Quite a thing, isn't it? Particularly this year with vegetarianism and veganism and catering for the different dietary needs.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. And also might sound different from, if you're used to Italian food, but veganism and vegetarian option are very common in Italy.
Yeah.
Very common. Yep. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Now, you talked about the fresh pasta and everything. We're sitting here now, and we've got these sort of raised areas with the the stalls and that. You're not actually a restaurant as such, are you? So will you be offering like a takeaway version?
Exactly. We want to combine, I think, the simplicity of having just a takeaway. And also, if you want to drink or have, a chat with someone, you can always use the place to, obviously to sit in, yes. But what we wanted to give is the simple food you can find in Italy.
Yeah.
But without the sunshine, obviously there is no sunshine included.
Last week. There was some here last week. Yeah, this is okay today.
So we want to give the simple Italian food.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to to bring here.
The important question, obviously we're about a week away from being ready.
Yes.
When can customers come down in terms of times of the day? When are you going to be open?
Yeah, sure. We are open 7 days a week. As I said, we are hard workers.
Yes.
We are hard workers, so we are going to open 7 days. I would say between from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10.
Wow, days.
Long days, worth it.
That's really good for here because there are places around here that don't open till later. So there's a lot of us that get into work at silly o'clock, aren't there?
Yeah.
And there's nowhere for us to go generally.
Yep.
Bruschetta's good for me, or bruschetta, you're going to say it's good for me. But I just want to dig a little bit deeper into this into this pasta. So you get a bowl of pasta. What sort of pasta is it? Is it spaghetti?
Right. So we are going to have what is in Italian called long pasta, pasta lunga, and a short pasta, pasta corta. So long pasta is fettuccine, tagliatelle. I think you spaghetti. And the shortened version is basically penne, macaroni.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, what you do, you pick your pasta. The type of pasta you want, and you just add the type of sauce you want.
Yeah.
So we go from, as I said, a vegetarian option with chicken and meatballs. So we make our own meatballs. Very, very proud of that. That's what we do. That's the lunch menu. And also, I told you about the twist. So the twist is we don't serve alcohol. But what we do, we learned a way of combining smoothies according to the sauce taste.
Right, okay. So they kind of match.
Exactly. So we will obviously suggest the suggested drink, but then you can pick your own.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And am I right in thinking, because we had a conversation when you first told us you was opening and I asked you a few questions, is the pasta potentially going to be flavoured? Did you talk about flavouring your pastas?
Yeah, that's true.
Am I giving away a secret?
No way.
We've got to tell these guys they need to know what's going on here,
So definitely we are going to have a simple pasta which is just based with or without egg, and we have one with spinach. You might be familiar, is the one with like a slightly green color pasta, and the other one is a squid ink, so it's the black color.
Oh, okay.
Wow. They are very popular in Italy, but not sure about the UK.
We'll see how Clarendon Park Road.
I'm sure they'll be popular for certain. So. Is there anything else that you want us to get across to these guys today about you or the business and the food you're going to be serving? Anything else you want to tell?
Right, this is a family business. So that's our passion. That's what we're doing for I don't know, 10 years maybe. And also what we wanted to give is the good quality Italian food. At the same time, a certain type of music. Well, you have to come and obviously you have to come here next. So we wanted to give a certain type of music mixed with very good high quality food, and it's all homemade. As I said, we make everything from scratch. And then also the setting, the fitting. So we are going to have a waterfall and tons of lighting.
Well, I can see you've got all the computer screens.
Exactly.
I presume for your menu.
For menus, yes.
So just the effort that's gone to transforming this shop, and I mean, I can't wait to come back next week. I'll be camped outside ready to
That's for sure. Okay, well look, we're talking about it being a family business, so what we're going to do in a second hopefully is just get the rest of the family just to come and say
that would be nice.
Hello and goodbye. I think would be a good thing, but do look out for these guys. It's been a little while opening. That's purely down, I've been checking, it's purely down to the delivery of the pasta machines. They had to wait for them to come in. This is all handmade stuff. you know, it's going to be good quality, and it sounds really good. I'm not a huge pasta eater, but I'm salivating. I'm ready to go. So let's get the family in.
Yes.
Come on, family. Come and say hello to Clarendon Park. And who's this lovely lady?
Sister-in-law and my best friend and mom.
I thought that was your sister as well.
So there you go. So these are the guys you're going to meet when you come down here. Pop on down, try it out. Say it's something different. We need the alternatives, and most importantly, we need more places to take coffee in Clarendon Park. Yeah. Everywhere seems to be full when I pop in. So that's fantastic. Rabia, thanks very much.
Thank you, and ciao. Ciao.
So that was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, really, really interesting. Like I said, I'm going to be camped outside ready
you will be your vegetarian options, you'll definitely be okay. So we've got a few more things we want to talk about.
Yeah, what's going on? We've been out on some visits, or you've been out on some visits.
I've been a very busy boy, Luke.
Yeah.
Very busy boy, yeah. I've been down, yeah, I know. I needed something to do in my life. So that was that. Now, I've been down to Create Studios. For those that don't know, it's a dance studio on Hartop Road. And it's a bit unusual. I'm not going to say too much because we have got some video clips to show you, but primarily the first visit I went down to do was to meet up with Kate Skinner, who I mentioned in the last episode has started a dance fit class down there on a Tuesday at 9:30. I'm not going to say too much more about it, but let's watch the clip and we'll talk about it a little bit later. I'm here at Create Studios, which is located on Hartop Road. Now it's a really odd one because not a lot of people know that this is here, but actually behind me are some great opportunities for people that are looking to get into performing arts. There's a nursery here, there's all sorts of things going on. We're here today to go and see Kate, Kate Skinner, who's running the Dance Fit class. So unfortunately I haven't brought my gear with me, so I'm not going to be able to take part, which is a shame, I know. But let's take a look and go and see what this place has to offer. So coming through here, what we've got is the area which they use for their after school club. You can sit and have a coffee here if you're waiting for your children and things that are doing the ballet and the dance. But what I want to do is have a walk around these various studios. We've got the one down here which is one of the main studios, which I know is where they do the dance fit and other things, I think yoga and one thing and another. And then looking through here, this is quite an interesting one. This is actually a rehearsal studio which they use for any bands. So you can come if you're you know, you want to practice, or you need somewhere to get a group together to be able to practice, and you don't want to upset the neighbours, then this is the place to come. They've got a lot of equipment, as you can see, set out here. They've got the pianos. I know they've got a piano in another room as well. So everything here you need, but I'm sure you've got your own gear as well. But pop on down and have a chat with them about hiring this room for you to be able to practice. So we've got other rooms here. I think there's 5 studios in total. I know the big one upstairs currently during the day is used for Hartop preschool, so we're not going to be filming in there today. But that, again, if you're looking for a preschool, it's local, it's upstairs, great guys that run it. Come and have a look at that one. So that's Studio 5 upstairs. We've got the other studios here. Studio 3, I know that's where they use a lot of time to get ready. And then you've got Studio 4 here, which is a smaller room, But they've had everything from meetings in here to, I think they have box fits, yoga again. So plenty of space here. It really is an amazing building. Once you come through those gates, which you don't really know what to expect at the front, it's an amazing building. Now, I'm going to sit down and have a chat with Kate. She's finished her dance fit now, and so we're going to sit and have a chat with her. Hopefully she's got her breath back and see what Kate's got to say. So, Kate,
yes.
Thanks for sitting here having a chat
You're
with
welcome.
us today. I'm surprised you're not out of breath after all that dancing around. It was interesting to watch.
A little bit, but...
Yeah. I mean, the guys really get into it, don't they?
Yeah, no, it's a really good, fun class, friendly class, so not too serious, but we get a good workout. And yeah, everyone enjoys it, enjoys what we do.
I was really sad because I did mean to bring my trainers and my gym gear with me.
I'm sure.
Yeah, no, honestly, but maybe next time we'll certainly look at doing that. But no, it was interesting. It was interesting to watch. So they got into it in a big way. It was continuous.
Yeah, it's a full on class.
Yeah, I was out of breath just watching, and yeah, so that was quite good. But I want to talk about you and Dance Fit as a separate thing, really, because I know you've got quite a good history about yourself. So tell me a bit about Kate Skinner.
So I live in Oadby. I've been working away for the past probably almost 15 years as a professional dancer. So I trained in a couple of dance schools, one in Wigston, one in town, and then I went to the Leicester College of Performing Arts. I did a 3-year musical theatre course, and then from then I kind of moved to London and just went away and started working, kind of cruise ships, cabaret shows, dinner shows, a lot of corporate gala work, kind of, a lot in Europe, a lot kind of a little bit further afield as well. So yeah, I've been quite busy. So just kind of the last couple of years, I've kind of decided to sort of take a little bit of a step back, come back to Leicester, take up a bit of teaching. I trained qualified as a personal trainer, so that would have been 2 years ago. So now at the minute I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything, doing personal training, fitness classes, dance workshops. So yeah, just looking to base myself back here again and get things off the ground.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
You had a good time there, didn't you?
Yeah, as I said, sadly I didn't take my kit with me. Otherwise, I would have joined in. I don't think
we could have shown people that kind of video.
The music just got into me, and I was actually ready to go. But we're going to put Kate's contact details and that on the screen, so you'll be able to see that, or below in the comments. So that'll be fine. So Luke, what else is going on?
Well, there's a new gentleman's grooming studio.
Yeah. Yeah, up on Queen's Road here. Yeah. Okay.
So that's just opened. So they're going to be doing steam shaves and more. So wanting to wish Ricky and Jenny well with all the best. So again, another local business to support within the Clarendon Park area. Yeah,
it's good to see. I mean, Jenny's I think she's got about 16 years experience, so she knows what she's doing when it comes to cutting hair, guys, don't worry. They're going to try and bring more things into it, but obviously everybody's got to start somewhere. Unfortunately, today they've got the road being dug up outside, which probably isn't going to help, but get on down there and go and say hi to those guys, and let's give them a bit of a boost.
For those that don't know where it is, so it's just over the junction.
Just over the junction, going past Bar 106, next to, is it Nisa, the supermarket?
Oh, okay, further up on the right-hand side.
Yeah, just up there.
So, and there's going to be a car boot sale at the Donkey Pub, which is on Welford Road. That's on the 14th of April, and that's from 11 a.m. For more details, have a look at the Donkey Facebook page. Maybe have a good clear out of your cupboards and lofts and things. Have a bit of a declutter ready for the summer.
It's that time of year. Time to declutter. So that's good. Now, again, in the last episode, I did mention that we'd be talking to Sharm from CRS Heating. Now, Sharm's a local business person. He's come in to see us, and we've done a little interview with him, which we'll cut to in a second. And he's going to explain to us about his business and what he's looking to do for you guys here in the local area. So let's hear from Sharm. So I'm here today with Sharm from CRS Gas and Heating. He's very kindly offered to allow us to go out with them today and look around some of the work that they do in the area here in Clarendon Park. That's not to say they're just restricted to Clarendon Park, of course, but anyway, let's have a chat with Sharm and see you know, what it's all about and how he can possibly help you guys going forward. So Sharm, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, how long have you been trading?
Trading for 12 years now. Coming in August will be 12 years. Been in the business for 12 years,
Okay.
and been in the industry for 19 years, coming up to 20.
So you know what you're doing by now then?
Well, I hope so.
Okay, and have you always worked in this area?
Always have. I mean, when I first started as an apprentice many years ago, we started from a social housing sector, which was around the city centre, not too far from here, and then moved away from that. And when I set up myself, I was living around here, and naturally started working around here.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good. No, that's so 19 years doing this job.
Yes.
Like I say, you should know what you're doing by now, which is great. What do you think is important? So if somebody's choosing a company to do the job that you do, what's important for that person to consider?
that's a good question. From a customer perspective, you'd want them to come across as confident, I would say, competent, confidence, and established with a good background, you know, of history of knowing the job and doing the job, and being local, I suppose, and reactive, getting communication across quickly, and just turning up to the job.
Yeah, well, I have to say, you know, there's a lot of companies out there that do what you do, and obviously we sort of know each other now, but doing what you do that do let people down, I have to say. I mean, I've personally experienced it, but I'm not going to go into that. But so they're important factors, and obviously the fact that you've been doing it in this area for 12 years. I mean, whereabouts are your offices?
Well, we've got new offices. We acquired offices in March last year, just next. It's in Matrix House. It's a council owned, run building next to, opposite the old Leicester Mercury. It's called now the Boost.
Yeah.
Sandwich between the Mercedes garage and the Ibis Hotel. But that's quite what you said before earlier, just a second ago. That's quite important because we've been able to grow to that process to be able to move into an office like that, and that's down to the simple things of, like what you just said, is to answer your phone and turn up. And we've learnt that by the hard way, by simple things, by just answering your phone. All the customer wants is for them, they've got a problem, we need to be reactive. Answer your phone, can you fix it? Yes. When are you going to turn up this time? Turn up, done, do the job, invoice gone.
It's always difficult to find a reliable heating engineer or gas engineer and plumber, isn't it?
I think that's what he kept emphasising, is the fact that he turns up.
Yeah.
That was his thing. I as I was doing the interview and that, I'm thinking, you know, you've mentioned that already, but I think in his mind,
yeah, I mean,
that
you
was
hear
the
so
biggest
many
thing.
stories with just general tradesmen, and you ring them up, they say they're going to come round at 10 o'clock, and 10 o'clock comes and goes, and do they mean 10 o'clock tomorrow or next week?
I think that's the good thing, because the way in which their system works and everything's sort of trackable on mobiles and mobile devices and things, I think that's going to make a big
I've seen
difference.
a few of their vans around earlier on, just on Queen's Road. I think I saw 3 of the vans.
I think they do that for advertising. They drive around in convoy. There's a few vans, they all drive around together. But look, going forwards, they're very kindly done some videos for us, which we'll be releasing. We've got one already, which is to do with the boiler servicing and how they go about boiler servicing and what's important. It's not something you can do yourself. You've got to be qualified and registered. These guys obviously are, but they've been kind enough to show us behind the scenes of what goes on. So I think that's going to be good, especially around here. We've got a lot of landlords and things that need to know what they're paying for. Really,
it's also just to what to look out for sometimes. If you've got any concerns, that there is someone reliable that's local that you can call as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And these guys are most definitely local. But yeah, so look out for those videos. We're going to start releasing more and more things during the month. So if you have got a business, we will cover it off again at the end. But if you have got a business that you want us to give you a mention, you know, we're more than happy to do that. And if you want us to pop along and see you, happy to do that as well. So that's fine.
Taking in a selfie.
I know. Look, let's wave. Okay, Luke, tell us what else is going on, because there's a couple of other things.
Conservative Club, 123 to 125 Clarendon Park Road. For St George's Day, they're doing war songs with a local personality, Sergeant McGregor, or McGregor. So the songs from the world at war. So that's on Saturday the 20th of April. So for more information, again, have a look at their Facebook page or pop in and see them. Set to be a good day. I'm sure there's keen prices on the spirits and the alcoholic beverages as well. But yeah, again, just something else that's going on locally.
That's the one on the corner, isn't it?
It is, yeah, on the corner of Queen's Road and Clarendon Park Road.
Lovely.
So, seems a big place. I've not been in it myself yet.
No, I've been invited. I must say, I've been invited to down there.
Get along there.
I'll try and steer clear of politics, so you know that's the thing anyway. So, anyway, look, we're going to go back now. I want to talk about Create Studios a little bit more. So, within the Create Studios, there's lots of things going on. I went down there and spoke to Nick and Sue. They're the owners of there, and also Fern, who runs a particular part of what goes on in there. And they were very kind to let me have a look around. It was quite interesting. I was there for quite some time. I did pick up a guitar at one point, but I can't actually play it, so I don't know why I did that. But anyway, look, let's cut to this video. Let's have a chat with Nick, Fern and Sue. Right, okay, so we've had a look around Create Studios, and I'm now joined by Nick, Fern and Sue, who are the main guys here to speak to if you've got any questions. So just going to have a little chat. So Nick, thanks for inviting us down here today.
No
really
problem.
appreciate it. Tell us about Create Studios and what it is.
Okay, so it's a property that caught our eye, being into sort of creative stuff. We took it on and have decided to try and fill the place with creative stuff if possible. So we've got all sorts of things going on, like yoga, Pilates, stars performing arts. We do a little bit of manufacturing of a product here, arts, drama, dance. We've got a dance studio with ballet bars and mirrors.
And that's got, is that the one with the floor? What's different about the floor in that one?
So basically, it's a I should know what it is because I put it down myself. It took ages. It's a plywood floor with foam, lots of foam squares underneath it. So it's a sprung floor.
Sprung floor.
It's a proper Harlequin floor. It's called with a Harlequin top on it.
Fantastic.
Expensive.
So this wasn't this before you took it on. It was just a building.
No, so Soft Touch Arts had it first of all. They were working, it's a great charity, works alongside kids from probably disadvantaged backgrounds. They do a lot of work. They've now relocated to Newark in a great big building there. They basically outgrew this place, which is surprising because it's a big place anyway.
Yeah, I was surprised. It's like a TARDIS. You walk in through those gates not knowing what to expect. And then I did a little walk round early and it was just room after room after room, which was amazing. Really.
And everybody says the same thing. I mean, we've been a polling station and people have walked in from Hardtop Road and said, "Oh my goodness, I didn't know this place existed." You know,
yeah.
It's really wacky. I think that's what we loved about it when we saw it.
Okay.
Well, that's really deceptive. How big that place really is and what they have to offer.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I stumbled on it by accident.
Yeah.
And
well, if you said to me, "There's a dance studio on Hardtop Road," you'd think, "Where?" You just think it's just a normal residential street.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't know. But
so well worth looking up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Get yourselves down. My little girl, she goes down there now. So I still do more than she does, but anyway, it's worth going down and having a look at anything arty, creative you want to find out about. Yeah. Give these guys a call. Now within that building as well, there is another small business an entrepreneurial business that was set up. Somebody came up with an idea, they patented it, and now they've gone ahead and started production. And it's something which having pushed lots of leaflets through letterboxes in my time, I think is a really great idea. But we've done a very short video just to tell you a bit about that as well. And this is a company called MagFlap.
So MagFlap is a magnetic letterbox draft excluder, and we've been making this like product for roughly about 6 or 7 years now. The product works really well, it's like really effective, and we've been selling it on Amazon and the website. The product itself kind of came along when I was going around doing jobs with my dad when I was a kid, and we do jobs on terrace houses, and we found the same problem, that the front of the house was really cold and there was quite a lot of draft coming through, and so my dad thought of the idea to kind of make a unique product to kind of solve this problem, because we were finding like tenants were kind of taping down the door flap or trying to cover it in some sort of makeshift way to stop the draft coming through. So yeah, we've this product, it's selling really well at the moment. I mean, it kind of varies where we're selling it from and to. So like one day you'd get an order that's like 2 doors away, or you get an order that's from America. It really kind of varies in kind of location, but selling abroad has become a lot bigger now, especially Germany and Europe and places like that. But they're trying to expand into America, but also locally, the knowledge of the people who live nearby now know a lot about MagFlap and what we do here as well. So the MagFlap itself goes over the existing letterbox hole. It's to replace the bristle or like brush method of stopping drafts coming through the letterbox. This product works a lot more effectively and also looks a lot nicer, as it comes in 4 different colours, which is white, black, brass and silver. They're all like amazing looking colours, and they've all got a very clean, sleek finish, which will just make the front and or inside of your house look really good. We noticed that the kind of installation system of other draft excluders were kind of technical and a bit too excessive. So the fitting system is only 6 screws, and you just put it up against your letterbox, drill in the 6 screws, and then it's already fitted and ready to go. For any more information about the MagFlap or the colours or the prices, make sure to go to www.magflap.co.uk.
There's just so much going on in the local area.
You just wouldn't know, would you?
You just don't realise.
That's in a small. Yeah. They've got 2 small rooms there that are producing these things. They're for sale on, I think, eBay, Amazon, and various. So you just wouldn't know. It's there, and it's so simple, and there are lots of different colours that you can choose from. So
yeah, I mean, I was in. Again, sometimes we criticise the internet for sometimes destroying our high street and taking people away from the high street, but equally it's building a lot of these small micro businesses. I was only in Oadby the other day at Mustard Gift Shop, and they do an awful lot on the internet. So they've still got a high street presence in Oadby, but their e-commerce business is huge, and it's a great shop. They even have blankets, and you'd think they're made of fabric, but they're made of recycled plastic bottles. It's all been shredded.
Odd.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, really I think people don't realise that when you see these shop fronts and you think, how does a little shop like that survive? You know, in this business, but it's not what's necessarily going on in that shop window. It's what's going on behind the scenes.
All the tools available out there for them. So, and I know the ladies at Knightsbridge, they recently did the Twilight Walk.
Yes, they did. I've not stopped hearing about it.
No. So I think we've got a very short video just about a bit of a summary of that Twilight Walk that our videographer Liam has done a very good job on this. I think it's got to be one of his best videos to date.
Has it? Well, let's take a look at that, shall we?
Yeah, definitely. It's Luke from Knightsbridge, and I've come down to the start of the last Twilight Walk for 2019. There's already great crowds gathering. I'm going to go and see the Knightsbridge ladies in a few moments. They're entering. I think they're raised around £700 so far. We're going to send off our cameraman now to give you a bit of a look around so you can see what it's like, get a feel for the atmosphere. We're also going to be doing some filming on the way round, but also at our spot at the top of Victoria Park. So hopefully that gives you a good insight as to what the Twilight Walk's all about. And it's not too late to donate any money to LOROS. So if you're watching this after the Twilight Walk, please still keep donating. They do various events throughout the year. 90p from every pound goes to the charity, and £25 pays for an hour's worth of care. So hope you enjoy the rest of the highlights. Hi, it's Luke from Knightsbridge, and I'm with the Knightsbridge ladies ready for their Under the Sea Twilight Walk. How's the preparations been going? Glittering. Not been preparing.
Oh, just glitter, yeah.
Just some glitter. You made a tremendous effort. So how much has been raised so far? So 525 before today, another 170, so about £700 so far. Let's see if we can get that to about £1,000 by the end of today. So why are we all doing the Twilight Walk? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, and it's for a great Leicester charity, isn't it? So, with it's going to Leicester charities, every 90p from 90p out of every pound raised goes towards care within the LOROS hospice, and £25 covers 1 hour of care. So that's £700 that you raised already. And my maths isn't fantastic, but you've raised lots and lots of hours of care for patients. So keep up the fantastic work. We're going to see you a little bit later. We're going to see everyone taking part at the top part of Victoria Park by the War Memorial on that final stretch down, handing out chocolate bars. I'm sure these ladies will probably be towards the end of the pack, zigzagging their way through after a few Prosecco's and wines and everything else. Maggie looks particularly competitive, so perhaps she'll be leading the pack. So we'll see you a little bit later to let you know some of the costumes and the fancy eyewears and everything that's going on. So we'll see you a little bit later. So really fun evening. Over 3,000 bars of chocolate we handed out at Victoria Park. And with the music going and even doing oops upside your head, and
I think it's probably just as well the speaker died in the end, because otherwise I think it could have gone on way past midnight. I think
would have needed shepherding round a bit more. So and I think their grand total was about 750, 800 pounds that they've raised for LOROS, which is a really good effort. And again, LOROS are doing various events throughout the year. I know I've just signed up to the LOROS half marathon, so I've just started my training.
You're really going for it this year, aren't you?
I'm going for it this year.
That'll be the third event. Swimming,
swimming.
Tower run.
The tower run.
And now
so I went from my first 3.5 mile run yesterday. I'm going to do the same tonight. With the training sessions going on in Wigston as well. Again, another local Clarendon Park resident with Andrew. So thank you, Andrew, and the team there, and particularly Ollie, that's helping with my fitness training. So But I think we've got a few kind of goodies to talk about for Clarendon Park.
Let's you talk about this one. Look,
Yeah.
this is really important because we're running out of time on that one.
We are. So at
I'll model the egg.
You model the egg.
There you go. Look.
So at Knightsbridge we're running a colouring competition. So I say colouring competition, you can just decorate the egg as well. So you're able to go onto our website, knightsbridge-estates.co.uk, and you'll be able to print that off and decorate it. That can be coloured in. There's been some fantastic entries so far, but equally we've had some people that put glitter on it, felt, fuzzy felts, all of those kind of things. Pop your details at the bottom, drop it into Glenn, make sure Glenn gets it, because he likes to have a look at all of them, and he'll swap it, because he's got a special link with the Easter Bunny, and he'll swap it for one of these. And the overall winner will get an Argos voucher, a £20 Argos voucher. So, and over Easter, which isn't too far away, about 2 weeks away.
Yeah, something like that.
Probably less than 2 weeks away, really. We'll be showcasing them on our Facebook page, on the Love Clarendon Park Facebook page, but also in the office window at Knightsbridge as well. So there's plenty of these available to pop in and pick up from either the Clarendon Park, the OB or the Wigston branch. So we'd love to see some more of the local talent.
Yeah, you're going to be up to some competition because we're actually down at Avenue Road School tomorrow.
Yes.
Where we've been invited along to
careers.
Careers, yeah. It's like, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that one out, but when I do figure it out, you'll be the first to know. So there you go. We've got these, so you local businesses out there that are following us on Love Clarendon Park, we've got stickers now for your windows that you can put in the windows, try and spread the word a little bit more.
Local residents as well.
Local residents.
Local residents when we've done it with our sister Love areas in Oakley and Wigston, residents that have come in and put it in their front windows.
Yeah, and they're very classy, so make sure you get your stickers there. And then we've got the badges that we wear with pride.
Always need a good badge.
That's right.
Always need a good badge.
So kids love them.
So where can people pick these up from?
Well, I'm dotting them around. There's going to be some available here at FRESCO. You can get them from Knightsbridge estate agents across the way there. There's some up at, I think, Bar 106. They've got a few there, although they did run out last week. So yeah, I'm dotting them around, but mainly Knightsbridge. Come along, pick up your stickers, pick up your badges, and let's really give this a push. Look, it's really important that we look after this area because at the end of the day, there's so much going on. We have to try and you probably say we make them too long, but we have to try and keep these videos as short as we can. So we can't mention everything in one go, but we do really try to get as much out there as we can.
Definitely. It's just about supporting all the local businesses and community groups. So if you'd like to be featured on your on our next edition, which is going to be in May, which we'll be filming towards the end of April, then please drop us a line at info@lovecp.co.uk or drop us a message on our Facebook page. I think just to finish up, we did go to Bar 106.
We did, yeah, after work.
After they opened, and I have to say, very pleasant.
Yeah.
Nice drinks.
It was quite relaxing actually. I think some of the bars that you get on a Friday after work can get a little bit loud.
We had that big table upstairs, and we weren't hemmed in any way. No. Reasonable prices, I thought as well.
Yeah, very reasonable.
Nice chips.
Yeah, nice chips, nice gin.
Yeah,
we enjoyed all of that, so that was good. So look, you know, Luke's already said how you can contact us. We want to hear from you. We want to make sure that we do your business justice and give it the best push that we can. So so here's to May's episode, and we hope you enjoyed this one. All the best.
Take care.